There are dishes that you come up with that it might sound like a fantastic idea, but when you look at it nutritionally, it's rubbish.
Yeah,
I
agree. I agree.
The dietitian side of you has actually helped me in constructing dishes as well. Stop dancing.
You're welcome to another interesting episode of The Wellness Kitchen. My name is Tito Ifimoye. If you're just joining this show for the very first time, I am a clinical dietitian, a culinary enthusiast, and very recently, an aspiring professional tennis player. I feel like I always have to say that. On this episode of the show, I have a very interesting guest with me. We go way back, 2018. He was the very first person that made me interested in everything that we are doing today. And so welcome on the show, Chef KD. Welcome, Chef! Welcome, Chef.
Hi, Tito. Thanks for having me on.
Chef, that intro was too bland. Like, welcome, Chef. Hi, Tito. How about that?
I'm an old man. I'm supposed to be bland.
I mean, I've had to deal with this since 2018.
And I haven't had any alcohol yet today. Well, just a bit.
Chef, you're on TV.
And?
So welcome to my show, Chef KD. You're welcome to the Wellness Kitchen.
Thank you very much.
I'm very excited to have you. We've been talking about food and health since 2018. And for you guys, he was the first person that I would always say, Tito, you need to focus. Find that one thing and focus. Stop doing 25 things at the same time. So here I am doing just 3. At least it's better than 25.
I must say I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. So what do we have here today?
Okay, so when you gave me the brief for this show, you told me you wanted something health conscious.
Yes, yeah.
And in line with your discipline and my lack of, I decided to come up with a dish.
Okay.
I've never made it before, but I think it's going to be nice and sexy and rhyme with your flow.
Yeah.
Because you're young, you're popping, and you happen to be at Pop Central. But anyway, so so we're doing grilled chicken breast.
Okay.
With pea puree.
Okay.
Turned carrots.
Okay.
And grilled beets.
All right, guys. We would see you. Let's go on a short break. See you soon. And welcome back. So, Chef, let's get cooking. The kitchen is all yours. Usually I would assist, but because it is you and I don't want anybody to yab me, so I'd rather not. I'll stay away. I'll do my day.
I'll still yab you.
No, my parents watch this show.
That was a loaded laugh. So anyway, so one problem people have with healthy eating is that most healthy food lacks flavor and it lacks depth and any character.
Yeah.
And I feel all food should have flavor and character.
Yeah.
And I chose this dish because it shows that you can have healthy food and build character into it.
Yeah.
So the first thing that's going to go on, we've had some water with salt on the fire. We're quickly going to poach these carrots.
Okay.
This will probably take the longest to cook here.
Okay.
The reason the water was boiling is so that you know a lot of people cook carrots and they get soggy.
Yes.
But when you have the water boiling already, it will cook in such a way you can monitor it and it doesn't get away from you, so it's not soggy and everything. Because one of the aspects of this dish is you still need to be able to maintain texture.
Okay.
A lot of people get texture from fried food. And that's why fried food is so sexy to everybody. Lovely. But if you want to eat healthy, you have to cut down on fried foods.
Yeah.
And that's why for what we're doing today, we're only using olive oil.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't even know how to use olive oil as well. So hopefully I will try and muster up as much patience I have to be a teacher, because I'm a terrible teacher. I even failed myself. That was almost a joke. And we'll start from there. So once the carrots are done, we'll take them out and let them cool before we serve the dish. So in this pot, what I would like to do is I want to start. So the pea puree is basically going to be the sauce for the dish.
Okay.
So it has to have as much flavor as possible. So I need this on.
Okay.
So we're putting this on.
Yeah.
So let me just check on the carrots because I really want them to be crunchy and not soggy at all.
Okay.
Because as it happens, they're actually going to form part of the presentation of the dish.
Okay. Yeah, I remember one time when I was in culinary school and I was supposed to do my signature dish. I remember having a long conversation with you about what my dish should look like. And I remember you drew it. You literally drew the chicken, drew the carrots, and said, so you puree it and put it like this. And for some reason, you have refused to acknowledge that I went to culinary school. That's okay.
So this is olive oil.
Are you just going to ignore what I said?
I'm trying to focus on cooking. No, you did your culinary thing. We're happy for you. But see where you are. See where you are. So I've put olive oil on, just a small amount. Okay. Olive oil is one of those oils that the more heat you apply, the more you're ruining it. Sorry, I'm looking for... That's right. Old age. So, as Tito has mentioned, I've had high blood pressure since 2002.
Yeah.
It was hereditary, and it still is. I got it from my mother because when she was having me, she was hypertensive, so they had to give her a drug that would keep her from dying. And the after effect was that the child would have high blood pressure.
So have you had high blood pressure for a long time, or at what age was it discovered?
2002, I was 21 going, 21, no, what am I saying?
Oh, wow.
My math is off. 28 going on 29.
Okay. Well, that's when you discovered.
Yes, that's
was
when
it a random test, or were there any
random
symptoms?
test. Okay. Random tests, no symptoms. Okay. And that's one thing about high blood pressure. It doesn't give you any signs.
Yeah. And that's why we would always tell, no matter what age, just ensure that you are getting checked.
Yes. So, just to cut in, I've put onions on. We're sauteing them very briefly. I just want them to get soft. Everything inside this pot is going to go to build the dish, to build the flavor for the dish. The vehicle for this dish is the pea puree. Okay. So everything going in here is to start that off. So I'm going to cover this and let it sweat. Sweating means that you're allowing the sugars inside the onions start to caramelize to bring out the natural flavor and the sweetness. And the other side of it, it reduces the sulfur level. Sulfur inside onions is one of those things that gives you bad breath and things like that. So, no bad breath after this.
So, a quick question. You would achieve that without covering the pot?
By covering the pot, you magnify the heat. Okay. So but what I want to do is magnify the heat.
Wouldn't it cook that way?
Oh, it's going to cook. It has to be softened.
But the other way is frying.
The other way is frying. I'm not frying, I'm softening. Okay. So while we wait for this, let us continue gisting.
No, it's because you've been yabbing me since, now I'm not sure what to say and what not to say on set, especially because my parents are watching.
Yes. So let's get back to high blood pressure.
Yes. And you know the question I asked offset is, why have you not died yet?
Yes. One, as appealing as death is, life is better. So I've been...
Coming from a guy that has skulls on his car and you know what else?
And that's to kill and slaughter everybody else, not me.
Yeah, on TV, chef.
I know.
Okay, so yes, high blood pressure.
So I've been on medication since then. I take my drugs every night before I sleep. I still drink. I still smoke cigarettes. I hope my parents aren't on TV. But you can live a normal life.
Yes, because I think that's what first, when I met you and we spoke about your health, I think I found that intriguing, especially because I have been in the hospital system all my life, and then we just tell people, don't eat this, don't eat that, don't drink this, don't smoke. Drinking and smoking is not healthy, by the way. You know, don't drink, don't smoke. But I see you eating. Oh, I think you've changed your diet a bit.
Yes.
But when I met you, you were eating absolutely everything you loved and enjoyed, coupled with the fact that you're a chef, and then you are still very healthy.
To a certain degree, I still eat whatever I want, but I turned 50 last year.
Hey.
And I realized that if I want to, I'm not going to live, I don't want to live till 80. I want to live to an age where I can still drive cars, do my normal things, ride motorcycles. So a good 75 is okay. I mean, I've lived a decent life. But if I want to live a life where I'm not in a wheelchair at that age, I need to reduce my weight.
Because you'll be a grumpy old man.
I'm already grumpy, so I don't need that to add to it. So I decided to actively look at reducing my weight. And from January to now, I lost 17 kg. More to come. Yeah. And I realized that weight loss, as daunting as it seems, it's all about realistically changing your lifestyle. Okay. I mean, I've had good food for the past 50 years. I'm not going to miss too much of it. I can still have my cheat days and stuff like that, but by and large, you have to be responsible about certain things. And if you still want to keep drinking, you have to reduce certain things. And I know parents are watching, but I could have been a parent.
Stop drinking. It's not healthy. So what are the things that you cut off from your diet and your lifestyle?
Carbs. I reduced my carbohydrate intake drastically. Okay. So before we go on the she's okay. This is the culinary school aspect. She's correcting me.
I'm sorry.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
This is my 10-year-old garlic.
Well, now I remember.
Yes. So I've had this garlic for 10 years. The base was made 10 years ago. I used it to celebrate a certain aspect of my life, my first divorce.
I knew it. Why you say first? There are others.
Oh, sorry. Maybe about 3 or 4. I stopped counting. So, but the essence of having garlic like this is that the flavor is very deep. Okay. And you only need a very small amount. Okay. And that's that. So I take it everywhere I go, cooking-wise.
Yeah, I remember. I cooked with you for a couple of months in 2018.
Yes, she did. We cooked.
Yeah, we cooked. And it was a great experience.
And you can see, you can hear this. The aroma has already started changing.
Yes, it has.
And you can see that the onions are soft.
Yes, and they're not
burnt.
Yes, burnt.
They're not fried. Okay.
But then, for people who don't like onions, they wouldn't enjoy this.
They will. What most people don't like about onions is that acrid taste. But doing it like this, it's not acrid anymore.
Yeah, then it becomes sweeter.
So I'm going to, not really a cheat, but I think that this dish will benefit strongly from having added flavor. So I'm taking a small piece of chicken breast, and I'm going to use it with some of the chicken water.
Okay. Yes, I remember you don't wash your chicken.
This one is actually slightly rinsed, thanks to somebody called Lena, who will remain nameless.
Yes, I've always meant to ask, why don't you rinse your chicken?
Because every aspect of flesh is flavor. So when you rinse meat, you're rinsing the flavor away. Now, that's why you should know where you're getting your meat from. It should be as...
I'm going to say...
It should be as hygiene as possible.
Because I'm concerned about salmonella.
Well, aren't we all? But you should know where you're getting your things from. If you know that where you're getting things from, don't get me wrong, something like chicken, you have to be very careful. Yeah. But something like beef, I had a house girl once. She would literally put the meat inside basin. And she was Akwa Ibom and huge. So as she was washing it, everything was wide. It's okay now. It's not a towel. So, no, I try as much as possible not to. And with seafood, you definitely should refrain from washing or rinsing at all.
Seafood, is that not the easiest way to get food poisoning?
That's botulism. But if it's fresh, no. So, sorry, but these carrots are done.
Okay. Well, can I beg to differ with the seafood?
Which seafood are you talking about?
Fish,
prawns. If you have freshly caught fish.
Yes.
Just caught that. In fact, you caught it yourself.
And we don't catch it ourselves in Lagos.
If you caught it yourself, which one is for this?
The cover?
No, because I'm done with this.
I think this.
I sincerely hope you're right.
Okay. We have to interchange. I made a mistake.
Well, before we interchange.
Okay.
So you asked me before, am I going to use water for any dish?
Yes.
And I said no, because I'm going to be using Mr. OJ.
This is awful. I put up the wrong one.
It's actually kind of good.
It's okay. That's Just take that out.
I'm going to need that.
You need the
I
cup.
need that one.
You need it on.
Yeah, that one.
Can't you just move
This
it
is
there?
too much.
Okay, we'll put it on.
Come on.
Okay.
Thank you, chef.
You're welcome.
So our carrots are done.
Okay, should
They're
I cover
cooling.
that?
Yes, you can. And get rid of it, please, chef.
Why are you being sarcastic? Sorry.
Because that's how I was born.
It's not hidden gist that you never call me a chef. Not
It is
anywhere.
your show, and I will honor you.
You never ever call me chef. And I wonder why. But it's okay, we'll discuss it off air.
So we've added orange juice to this.
Okay.
There's garlic.
Okay.
There's onions. Now I want to build the flavor a bit more. So,
Can you help me pass the cover? Thank you.
so Tito knows me. I'm notorious for this. I don't measure. I've been cooking for about 40. I know what I need inside based on volume and quantity and everything. So I just need a dash of the herbs will bring out a lot of the flavors inside. And if you're using chicken, you have to have coriander, which is powdered coriander. Roughly, I would say roughly a teaspoon. And sage. Powdered.
When I was in culinary school, somebody did it. Sage, not that thing that they used to call the spirit.
What? Okay, yeah. Well, it's like a branch.
Yeah, is it the
Yeah, I'm sure it's the same.
So I have a question, right?
Please, quest away.
I can't see thyme and curry, and that seems to be the only thing that we used to flavor food.
A lot of people, especially in Nigeria, have been, I was going to say bastardized, but I still said it. They've been corrupted by flavor cubes, and people are afraid to experiment and understand what different flavorings are. This dish I would call, just like, I hate the term continental. It's not a continental dish. It is a European dish. I would say it's more French. Curry is not used in French cuisine. It just has nothing to do with it. So once you start putting curry in a dish that's French, it loses its identity. This is a dish that as soon as you taste it, you should know that it's from one part of the world. I'm just going to put a bit of salt. I'll taste everything later on. Yes, I need to taste this. And yes, it burnt my lips. Okay. It needs a bit more salt.
Okay.
Can I have a spoon glass so that we don't cross-contaminate?
Yeah, there's water here.
Yeah, that's fine. Just throw a spoon inside.
Okay.
So a bit more salt. And so, obviously I'm using orange juice. Orange juice is a bit sweet. So, to balance it out, you need lemon. That should be enough. So that it doesn't taste like a dessert.
So, okay, yeah.
See, this piece of chicken, see, it's tender and everything. This is for the guys behind the camera. So that they can buy bread. I used to eat.
Oh my God, Chef Katie, are you ever going to change?
Never.
Okay, put it there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that has done its work.
Okay.
So now I am going to add the peas. So we have a very tasty cooking liquor right here. Trust me, it's tasty. Peas are going in.
That's all. That's all.
As my mother said. Because if you don't do that, your mom will beat you. I remember when I was small, you crack an egg and throw it away.
You have to.
Oh yeah. Fascinue. That's Yoruba for collect it. Can I have the cover, please?
Okay.
But cooking is fun. I love cooking. It gives me...
And fun fact, he's an engineer. You run an engineering
I have an engineering firm,
Yeah.
and I have another concern engineering-wise, which
Yeah.
I don't want to mention because.
And then he cooks. and then he
And I
cooks.
cook as well.
Yeah, I think that's what I found very interesting when I met you.
Yes.
Engineering and cooking. And
So, like I said, this is a nice, simple dish. The peas are on. The next thing, I brought this griddle pan. Now, the reason we're using a griddle pan is that it gives you really high intense heat, which will give the chicken character. And we're also going to use that to do the beets.
Okay.
So it's going to char it, give it a different taste profile,
Okay.
all to increase flavor. Because flavor is,
flavor is what?
wow, chef.
Say it no. I'm sorry, but it
Key,
is you.
paramount, sexy.
Flavor
continue?
is key.
Yes. Flavor is key.
Flavor is key. All right, guys, I think we need to go on a short break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back very soon. So you're welcome back, guys. You know, usually I'll do welcome back. He's not doing this.
Grumpy old man.
I don't know. So what are we doing next, chef?
Okay, while we were off, we've put the grill pan on so it gets nice and hot.
Okay.
We need it very hot so that it can cook fast,
Okay.
but cook well.
All right.
So we'll put the beets on first.
Okay.
Not as hot as I would
The
have
only
liked.
thing, the only thing,
That's not bad.
the only thing the only thing people know to do with beetroot is juicing. I don't think
no.
anybody thinks about eating it.
I mean, you know better than I. It's an excellent vegetable,
Yeah.
full of vitamins and other things I can't pronounce. But it's very healthy as well, and it's a
Yeah.
very good source of sugar.
Okay.
Coming up. I prefer using my hands. There you go. So because there are quite a few people here, we're using 2 breasts.
Chef, you're kidding. And I think another thing that I enjoyed about working with you is that you actually cooked for me. And everybody knows that I am a meat lover, right? And whenever I go to chef, he would load my plate with lots and lots and lots of meat. Lots of it. You're not going to say, why are you just leaving me high and dry on this?
You said it's a family program. I can't talk about you eating meat on a family program.
It's okay. My parents are watching, so it's fine.
Oh, you meant that kind of meat. Try and get a good pattern on it.
Okay.
So what I'm doing is I'm just turning them 90 degrees.
Okay.
So that when we finish, hopefully, we'll get a nice X pattern.
Okay.
And if we don't, it's free food. Eat it anyway. Is that okay?
Yes.
No, Tito's journey as you Gen Xers has been very, very interesting. She's been very devoted to, she's always known what she's wanted. I'm not surprised she is where she is now. And I'm very, like I said before, I'm proud of her. I'm very happy for her. And speaking of happy, my peas are getting done.
Yay.
Take this. Yeah, this is looking good. So like I said before, we have the cooking liquid. We put the peas inside, and I'm going to blend it to make the puree.
Okay.
So this is going to form the background of our dish.
Let me tell you a quick joke. You know, remember when I came to you for my signature dish and you told me you need to blend the puree? I'm not sure I cooked it this long. And so I got lots of lumps in, and my dish was rejected.
To be honest, one thing you guys at home don't realize is that cooking in the studio is quite difficult.
Yeah.
It's easier to cook at home. Cooking here, there's the timing and everything.
Yeah.
So one, you have to choose a dish that will flatter this medium, but you also have to choose something that will be done and people won't have to go to the, look at that.
This man needs to change.
So they won't wind up in the hospital and sue you.
Especially because we are not rinsing the chicken, chef. We are not rinsing the chicken.
Funny enough, it came in a very
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying.
It came in a very sterile pack, so I trust it.
Okay.
If you need, let me put it like this: if you need Omo or Money Fresh to be washing your meat, don't eat it.
But see, I'll make a case to say that handling meat in Nigeria, we cannot be. So, I mean, it's easy to say because you are the US guy, but
without mentioning brand,
yeah.
did you buy it from market?
No, I did not. But people watching might buy from the market.
I have bought meat from Sule in the market, and you have pieces of dirt and wood inside. That's not the kind of meat that you that you don't treat with. Okay, I'm an atheist, but you guys can pray. But when you get meat from a good source, you know the source. Okay. And there it is.
But then how are we sure that this... Because again, remember the country we live in, there are no checks and balances. I mean, it's just my dietitian side that is coming to play, I guess.
Hey, look, I consider you like a food insurance agent.
What's that?
I'll tell you what. Even chefs.
Okay.
Chefs don't know everything.
Yeah.
But we still need people like you to keep us well and true. Mm-hmm. There are dishes that you come up with that it might sound like a fantastic idea, but when you look at it nutritionally, it's rubbish.
Yeah. I agree.
So, I mean, I might never tell you, and I still won't, but the dietitian side of you has actually helped me in constructing dishes as well. Stop dancing.
I mean, that's the closest I would ever get to a compliment, so that's fine.
And it is swiftly being revoked. Okay. So between now and when the chicken is not fully done yet, but it is coming up because the reason you use a griddle pan is that it magnifies heat, so it gets really hot really fast. Okay. You notice that we don't have to cover it for it to be done. Yeah. So the heat is radiating up through the flesh. And you'll notice I keep pressing it because chicken breast is notorious for getting dry. And if dry chicken is just terrible, dry breast is even worse of chicken. Breasted chicken is even worse. So I'm just touching it to make sure that we're around where I want it. It should be done, but not dry.
Yeah, I remember they taught me that thing in culinary school. How to know when your meat is.
Didn't they teach you with your nose?
How to know when your meat is just fine and overcooked. If it's this soft, it's undercooked, and if it's this hard, it's overcooked. I went to culinary school. It's just that Chef KD is not accepting.
Okay, did you actually go to school as well?
Yeah.
Because it's culinary well. Yeah.
Yes, chef. I went to school. I went to medical school for that matter.
Okay. So the peas are. I know that by looking at them, I know they're ready, but let me just taste.
Are you still going to cover?
No, I'm going to blend it now.
Okay.
Can you blow on this side? No, use power now. Don't blow it. Actually, it could go a bit more.
Yeah, I think that's, now I see what my mistake was. I was in a hurry. I didn't have enough time to make this very soft.
Time, not time.
Time. I didn't say time, chef. Enough time.
Where in Yoruba land are you from again?
I'm from Ekiti State.
Yay! Very troublesome.
It's because of chef I stopped saying stuffs. He would say, stuff, Tito, stuff, stuff, stuff. There is no such thing as
because stuff is singular and plural. This is not an English show. Yeah, that's getting there. I just want to make sure this isn't crunchy when you start eating it.
I mean, this is very interesting because, again, the only thing people do to beetroot is blend it.
So, this is, I won't call it a mistake, but it probably is. This isn't evenly cut, so this place is thinner than here. Yeah. So this is still not done yet, but it will be soon. That one in the back, can you pass me a small plate from underneath?
Okay.
So this one is done.
Okay.
So whenever you're cooking meat, you have to be careful of when you're pulling it off the fire, because after it leaves the fire, residual heat makes it continue to cook.
Okay.
So I've pulled it off maybe about 5 minutes before it is done.
Okay.
So I'm going to move this back here because I think this way is better. Now what I'm going to do is, can I turn this off?
Yes, please.
And I'm going to blend our puree. Can you help me with this? Thank you.
It's hot.
It's very hot.
It's not hot yet.
So for those of you that don't know, this is an immersion blender. If you don't want to dump the hot ingredients into a blender proper, you can use this. So I'm just going to use it to blend.
Ooh.
There we have it. And this is our pea puree. In that plate.
Yeah.
Let me check on the other breast. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there you go. Beets are done. Can I have another plate for the beets, please?
Okay.
So now to assemble our dish.
Okay. Do you
Is
need-
it off?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice. No, it's not. Yes,
Okay.
I can hear it. It's off. Okay, so let's assemble.
What do you need?
Can I have a nice serving plate?
Sure.
There we go. We'll take some of our puree.
Ooh. Are we going to need a fork and knife?
Oh yeah, let's say those words unto you. You're serving, yes? Oh, don't worry. Can you smell?
I can't wait to taste this, so can I get my cutlery?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
Our breast.
The part I love. The part I love.
Me too.
Chef, it's chicken breast.
Let me just put some.
Now I feel like if I had done this for my signature dish, I would have passed one time.
And that is our dish.
There you have it, guys. So, can you remind us what this is called?
So this is grilled chicken breast
Okay.
on a pea puree with turned carrots and grilled beetroot.
I love being the host of this show because it means that I get to taste.
I love the fact that she went for the fattest side, so there's proof that it's done.
Oh yes, it's done. This is
What do you
tasty.
think?
Yes. Yes. I think the only thing we use peas for is fried rice in
Should I
Nigeria.
continue speaking?
No. This is really tasty. So there you have it, guys. I hope that you become more experimental with your meals, your dishes, and all your food ingredients. Thank you very much for coming, Chef. It's been an absolute honor cooking by
Silent
your
H.
side again today. I hope you'll come next time. It's not like you have a choice, but I hope you come next time.
So do I.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining this episode. I hope you had a nice time like I did. And I hope to see you guys same time, same station next week. Bye.